Hello? Quick question. Milfy, what are you doing up? Obviously, this is anybody's free to join, of course. But I know for a fact that you exist at a later time frame than I. So what are you doing up? Should be what, 12? I mean, I appreciate that you're here, 110%. I just feel bad. Almost as bad as this spawn. Because golly, is it bad. There's no trees. Just a nice little island full of shit. Which I'm going to have to swim out of here to find something that actually has stuff. Milfy. Cookie. If you can hear me, I know I was kind of talking a little bit, but what are you still doing up? If you're up. If you're not up, totally fine. Appreciate the support, of course. I know it's a weekend, but still, it's like 12, and that's fine. I'm just want to make sure you get your rest. For anybody confused or wondering, nope. Let me make sure that everything's working fine. Let's check my manager on the old telephone. All right, everything looks good. Sorry. But for anybody viewing this later, this is just a general, casual, chill-tacular type stream where we're just hanging out. I'm just playing Minecraft, something low stakes. And yeah, this is just hanging out. More for me than anything. It's been a minute since I've been on Minecraft, so I figured, hey, you know what? Why not enjoy myself? So here we are. I'm currently, like I said earlier, on a pretty messed up setup. This big old island with no trees. However, there are some trees over here. And lava? Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and move due west and get some tree. West, yes, that way. Straight ahead. I've already collected some industrial hemp seeds, which I do need for my mod, my favorite mod. This is actually the mod pack that I used when I streamed the collab stream with QB and Noxus. Shout out to them. I'll shut them out in a second. Actually, let me grab some kelp real quick. So this mod pack was actually something I wanted to fully, especially the shader, I wanted to kind of show off. But I wasn't able to because being connected to somebody else or online while trying to do that is a headache and a half. And my internet just couldn't really keep up. So I'm just going to go ahead and have it here in this solo mode. It's also late at night enough that I don't really have to... What's the word? I don't really have to worry about connection. It's just kind of there. Ooh, let me actually grab some of these. Perfect. I'll deal with you in a second. Oak leaves. Ooh. Oh, that should mean that there are some... Yes, wood. Fantastic. So that... Go ahead and immediately turn into a crafting table. Fantastic. Okay, now keep looking for wood. Here we are. Oop. Is there any... Oh, whoa. Wow, a chasm within a very small area. That's kind of spooky. So we're just gonna go kind of around that. Get some more wood. If I can collect some of this, of these saplings, or in the form of saplings, that'd be fantastic. Because then I could really get to work. So if they can drop a sapling, that'd be perfect. Dang. I'm sure eventually one will drop. There we go. Ooh, perfect. Oak sapling. Okay. Just gotta make sure... Oh, hello. I'm gonna have to kill you in a second. I just have to make sure that I don't put them down. Oh, hey, Belle. How are you doing? Welcome to the late night chill stream. And by late, I do mean late. It's 11:23 p.m. So I will have to be a little quieter than I'm used to, and that you're used to. But how have you been? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you guys see that? Golly. Alright, I'm gonna have to be careful with that. How have you been, Belle? Technically, I'm on video chat with Coco and with others. Oh! Well, I appreciate you still taking the time to drop in on me and say hello. You know, it's been very fun getting to know you in the sense of mutualism and, by extension, everybody else. I've spoken with QB about it already, and I'm not afraid to speak about it with you, but you guys have been a very welcome addition to my life, let's say. And I very much appreciate you and everybody's, perhaps too early to say friendship, but, you know, I'm an optimistic person, so I will say friendship and mean it every single time. Like I said, this is a more, I wouldn't say raw, but a more concise version of myself. And if at any point it feels, whoop, oh. At any point it feels odd, of course, feel free to say so. Where was I? Yes, so thank you for coming through. I look forward to whenever we are able to do our Magic the Gathering stream with QB. I bet that'll be a lot of fun. Being able to see what kind of combination you guys put together. And to be able to play against it, of course. Where did I put that crafting table? No, I appreciate that. I'm sure whenever the chance is there, I'm sure QB will let you know what kind of sort of sappy fellow I can be. I need to make a shelter of sorts. I've also been drinking a little bit. I actually have, I'm going to open it up in a moment, a Beat Box Juicy Mango. I had a green apple one earlier. And that one has been fantastic, but kind of need it. I am one to partake with the drink, if that makes sense. Okay, I really need to find a safe spot. Beans, I don't have anything to light things up. We are going to simply dig. Sappy is fine, it's better than not being in touch emotionally at all. Absolutely. Oh, hello. Golly, it looks like everybody's here. Hello, homie lover. How are you this fine night? I don't know if it's night time for you, but it is nighttime for me. Like I was telling Belle, it is currently 11:27 p.m. for me. And I decided, hey, let me just do a little chill-tacular thing. So I'm grinding from Warframe because I'm bored. I feel that. I've been considering returning to Warframe. But it's almost 2:30 a.m. for me. Well, you know what? I can drink to that. I was just telling Belle, or sorry, Belle, homie, I was just telling Belle that I have a beat box here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It is a juicy mango alcoholic drink of sorts. I don't know exactly what is the alcohol. I'm assuming vodka. Let's see here. Orange wine with natural and artificial flavors. Wine, sure. The fruit one punch one is pretty good. I was considering that one, but I got the green apple and juicy mango. Actually, no, they didn't have the fruit punch. They had the hard tea, this one, the juicy mango, and the green apple. They didn't have the fruit punch, which is quite unfortunate because it did sound quite delicious. Now that you're describing it. But yeah, this is just kind of a more personal situation. I'm not as on, if that makes sense. I don't have green apple one near me, sadly. Ah, that's okay. It's not that good. I usually drink Jack and Coke. My preference of drink is actually a Moscow Mule. I find them more delectable than most of the other mixed drinks that are available out there. I do, however, one day want to try proper true absinthe. For those of you not in the know, absinthe is an old-timey alcoholic drink that was quite bitter and distasteful. However, if you pour it over a sugar cube, it's known to be quite delicious. However, true absinthe was very dangerous because it was reasonable. Yes, as Belle has just said, drink, absolutely. Thank you, Zen. I'm going to go ahead and take a drink of my beat box. Thank you very much. Where was I? Yes, so absinthe, as Belle had beautifully stated, absinthe is quite dangerous in the sense that it is, you can essentially have hallucinations from it if you have too much of it. But absinthe was quite popular in the, I believe it was, I want to say mid to late Victorian era England. I love AB. I want to find proper AB. Do you know where I could perhaps acquire some, Belle? Of course, if you wish to DM me, absolutely fine. But it was quite popular, so to the fact that eventually, or it was quite reasonable to have a spoon specifically used to hold the sugar while you pour. Jesus! Okay, we're going back in the hole. Back in the hole. We're gonna live in the hole for a little bit. Jesus. Yes, a lot of painters like Van Gogh did love absinthe, absolutely. It was really the drink of choice of the era. What the fuck is that? Oh, copper, perfect. I get it from my liquor store guy. Okay. Now, is it like proper? I know it's probably silly of me to call it proper, but is it proper absinthe, or is it like one of those absinthe quote unquotes? You know? That's andesite. Come on. There we go. Great. And reason I ask is not to be snooty about it. I genuinely am curious. Like, it's from a distillery. Okay, so it does sound like the stuff. Beautiful. We have light. Where was I? Yeah, so one day I would hope, love to have some. Yeah. I think that's why art went through such an odd but amazing turn. Yes, so interesting thing about art is art and pain kind of go hand in hand in that sense. And it's definitely something that has been fueled and continues even now to be fueled by, you know, hallucinogenics, narcotics, and the like. Mine's called Butterfly. Interesting. Okay. But art in itself has always been about expression. And some artists just happen to believe the better way to express themselves was by, you know, being on the quirky drink, if that makes sense. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see, I'm gonna have to try and plant these here, aren't I? Okay, let me clear some of this out. Spider, creeper. Yeah, they're all kind of down in that hole, which we're gonna go ahead and ignore that hole for now. I love studying that stuff in college. I also studied that in college. I was a art major with a focus on... Oh, hello. I was an art major. I graduated summa cum laude from California State Fullerton. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Okay. You know, we lived. Golly. I need it to stop raining. Oh, kelp. Yes. I can cook kelp and eat it. Actually, first... Me too, I have a bachelor's in art education. Fantastic. Yes, so mine was in, I guess art application. I graduated with a degree in animation and... What was it called? Oh my god, sorry, I'm blanking. It was a degree in art focused on 3D modeling and animation. That's what it was. So I actually learned a few different ways to... What's the word? You know, 3D modeling, 3D sculpture, that kind of thing. Go ahead and eat this. Beans, I need more. But, yeah. There's a zombie right out here. Do I have enough for a sword? I do. Fantastic. Yeah. It was great. I first actually started off as a computer science major. And that, unfortunately, didn't pan out. It was probably the worst years of my education. And to this day, I don't necessarily regret not getting those specific degrees, but I definitely have some issues with how that resulted. What with the rise of AI art and whatnot. It's very difficult. Did you see a breakthrough recently that'll get rid of clips issues? Clips issues. I'm not familiar with what you mean by clips issues. You'll have to elaborate for me, Belle. I'm sorry. I'm on the dried kelp. Oh shit. Oh my god, I had the skeletons. Okay. I guess kind of stuck. What do I do? What do I do? I guess I can dig further down. It's gonna kind of continue presenting the same issue though. They showed a render where I twisted a 3D render cloth until it was like a big twisted ball, no clipping. Oh. I have not learned about that. What engine is that for? Or is that a separate thing? Is that like a plugin? What are we looking at here? Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Oh, this is an exit. Copper. I need some of that. Golly. Okay, this is not great. Iron. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I have to figure out a way back on my... Okay. This is a precarious situation. Okay. Yeah, if you do find it, please share it with me. I would love to see it. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that iron's gone. No. Okay. Put that here so nothing spawns. I'm sorry I'm talking while still being... Oh, no, you're totally fine. Like I said, I appreciate you even being here. Grab this and this. Oh, God. I need to get out of here. I need to get back to my hole. I am so underprepared. Where was I? Nope, not that way. Fell from high up. Here we are. Okay. Okay, then from here. Yes, over here. Fantastic. Golly. Okay. Iron. Charcoal. This will at least get me something? It's raining so much in this area. If it wasn't, everything up top would at least die. Jeepers. Hello, Mr. Muse. Welcome to my stream. My late night stream. I need a shield. Shield, 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 shield. Here we are. Perfect. Alright, that's good. Then these two. Okay. Onto that. When will it stop raining? Okay. Where was I? So this. Just need to find some charcoal, and that will solve quite a lot of issues, actually. go that way. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot of copper here. That works for me. Yeah, why not? Here. Go. Okay, we have coal. Proper coal. Good. Dig this up. Go ahead and move this around. Okay. I'm so tense right now. This was supposed to be a rather casual, chilled, late night stream. And I ended up leaving on the difficulty, if that makes sense. And now I am spooked out of my brain. Not going that way. Alright, we do have coal now, so that's a start. Okay, take half, put that in there. I don't really have a use for copper right now that I know of. Let me at least smelt one down. Ah, beans. Okay. Not me to do that. That's fine. That's fine. Just gonna let that go. Golly, when is it gonna stop raining? I'm in hard ways right now. Very hard ways. Okay, what can I do with copper? Not a whole lot. Okay. At least make that for now. To start. Never. I can't make copper tools, can I? Okay. Flint knife. Dried kelp block. Chest. Light engineering block. Rock copper. Interesting. Huh. Alright. Block of rock copper. Why not? Maintenance kit. Ooh, maintenance kit. How does that work? I do need leather soon. We're gonna worry about that later. Look for hammer. I already have the cutters. Use that later. Okay. Let me put on what I can actually make here. Andesite stuff for this lightning rod. Okay, interesting. Okay, not a whole lot. I desperately need food. Okay, we're just gonna... Nope. Just in here eating rotted flesh. It's filling at least, and it'll get me healing. So that'll do. At least I thought it would, I guess not. when will it stop raining? Ooh, you found it. Whoa, thunder. Lightning and thunder, thunder, thunder. Alright, let's tango, bud. Come on. Ooh, that's not good. Just gonna go back in here. That was a terrible idea. What'd I get? Nothing. Oh. I need to figure out how to make AutoMod not drop links. Yeah, when you have a chance, please DM me that link, please. I'm so sorry. Golly. You should save to watch later. Well, the thing is that it's... yeah, I can't see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, just DM it to me, my friend. I need to ask QB how to disengage that, because I have no idea how. I'm sorry. Iron axe. I need an iron axe. Oh, don't have enough. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I have AutoMod on. I don't know how to change it. I'm sorry. when I do know, I'll change it for sure. Jesus Christ. Just fell down. Hello, bat. What is this? What is this? Glow lichen. Anything over here? Not really. Okay. I hear a slime. Is that just me? Creeper. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, well, no matter what I do, I need to make a axe. So I'm just gonna make an axe. I'm out of wood. I'm out of wood. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. That's not good. It has been raining non-stop. Oh my god, that scared me. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a zombie. I can take a zombie. 1 second. Come on. Come on, motherfucker. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. I dare you. There you go. Jesus. I'm gonna light up this fucking island. Anyway. Hello, Kagami Ryu. I'm sorry. I know I've seen you around. Jesus Christ. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me. Anyway. Hello. Kagami. Ryu. I know we've met each other in passing quite a lot. I never learned how to refer to you. What would you prefer? Please put in the chat. Thank you very much. As you know, my name's Codename, or Tsubaka, or Codename Tsubaka, whatever you want. And tonight we're doing a very chill, low stakes stream. What should have been low stakes is obviously you can see is a little more stakes than low. But I'm not going to be as on I'm just going to be here. I'm going to be playing this game. I'm going to be talking with you guys, and that's totally fine. And yeah, that's the long and short of it. Thank you for stopping by. I'm greatly appreciated. I know it's likely late where you are. It's 11:51 where I'm at, PM, of course. But all the same, I appreciate you coming down. You can call me Ryu. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll make sure to try and remember that and address you as such. Now, I know my persona that I usually have. Where the fuck am I? Okay. All the way over there. Okay. I don't know why it spawned me over here. I'm in the same time zone as you. Oh, perfect. I remember why it spawned me over here. Because that's where I spawned, of course. Yes, so I know my usual persona is very bratty, a kind of way, flirty, whatever have you. But, like I said, I'm chillin'. Everybody here is welcome to chill as well. But I greatly appreciate any and all of your time. Because I know that time is one of the few things that we have. And it is such a limited resource. So, the fact that you're here spending it with me means a lot. And also, just in passing, in the other conversations that we've had, yes and, you're cool, you know? I'm not going to say I'm the greatest judge of character, because I've had my own problems in that, but of the brief moments that I've had to kind of be in your presence and around you. Leave me the fuck alone. Shit. You've been great. And that's fantastic. Okay, I need to... You're telling me it seems to fly by for me. It does. It always does. Which is why it's so limited. You know? Interesting thing about time is we never think about it. You know? Until it's gone. Like everything else in life, it's hard to appreciate something fully when you have it, because you don't realize how good you've had it until you're missing. You know? Which is why I like to take as much time as I possibly can to share that with people. My time, your time, everyone's time. And to attempt, in a sense, to make a genuine connection. You know? And, you know, it might sound obtuse, or maybe it sounds obvious, but the time... I was telling Belle earlier, Ryu, that the time now spent has been with you guys. All of you. You, QB, Angel, has been such a wondrous thing. In so few words, I can earnestly say that you guys have all made my life better. Not to say that my life was bad, you know? But there's something to say about being able to connect with someone who you've never met in person and still have a connection to them and think about them. I'm not afraid to admit that I think about all of you guys a lot in passing, at work, in my day-to-day. I think about this a lot, doing what I'm doing now a lot. And it was actually something I was struggling with. Me, the way I work, I love people. I love people so much. Everyone. It's hard not to love people. And in so doing, I love making people happy. Yeah, it still blows my mind. Honestly, I feel the same way myself. Yes, absolutely. And in so attempting to make people happy, because, like I said, I love people, and making them happy is so just great, you know? I've been running around the same area because there's a mod that's supposed to let me pick up everything I lost. I cannot find out where I was. I can't find my obituary, and I'm kind of upset. um, where was I? Yes, so in so attempting to, make people happy, I tend to put pressure on myself to do that, right? And it was getting to me because you know, time to be honest. My current job has a lot of stresses in them in the form of a lot of things, to be brief. And it makes me feel helpless. I'm gonna be honest and say that it does. It makes me feel helpless. And the reason it makes me feel helpless is because I see these people who I've been working very closely with now for almost over a year, and to see them sad and upset, it is frustrating. Flourish and grow. I have a gut feeling, and I'm excited for it to grow in with y'all. Yeah, absolutely. And I do feel the same, and that's another thing that I want to address as well. So being in that sense where I'm I want so badly for people who are feeling worried or afraid from my personal work, my real life job. I can't. I don't have the means to do that. And so instead, I um I tried I try to compensate for that in other ways. And in this case, it was through streaming and other things. And I'm not going to name them all because there are a couple things that I still need, a couple projects that I want to finish, and some projects that I've decided I'm just not going to finish because of the fact that it's just a lot, and I need to learn to be kinder to myself, because a lot of what I feel is because I put too much pressure on myself inadvertently or subconsciously, because I want people to stop feeling bad. And I know it's not my job to do that, you know? But God, when I can see the effect that I have on people, a positive effect I have on people, it is people say, or it's said, that when you are able to do the thing you were put on this earth to do, you'll know. And for me, it's always been in I don't know, maybe I'm looking too hard into it. Maybe it's because I'm drinking 11.1% alcohol by volume drink right now, but it's always been in my heart of hearts making people happy, making people laugh, making people smile, making people feel good, even in the ways that feel bad, because it is so it is such a privilege to feel. And to be able to have an effect on somebody like that through that is such a indescribable happiness and joy that I feel whenever I'm able to. And me being the way I am, whenever I can't do that, it is such a unfathomable sadness, which is bad. I I'm I can admit that it is not good to make myself the thing that makes people happy, because I'll never be able to fully make someone happy who, can't. But God, does it still hurt the same? God, does it still make me sad? Knowing that I can't do anything, you know? And maybe it's silly, you know? Maybe it is. But I can't help it. I just want people to be happy in this world that we have now, with how frustrating it can be. Like, is it so bad to want that? Is it so bad to simply want to see someone smile? At the end of the day, I know that it's not my responsibility, which is the next thing I was going to get into. As much as I want to be able to be that, to do that, and whatnot, like, I could tell that it was starting to wane on my conscious and my mental health. Not to say that, like, I regret streaming. Absolutely not. I am so happy that I'm able to stream again. And it's thanks to most of you guys who are in this chat right now, and QB and Angel, that I have this. Oh, hello. Another happy will be a byproduct. I always understand can't make everyone happy. I know. At the end of the day, I know. I really do. And I've accepted that, which is what I was gonna go into. Yesterday, I was feeling so terrible because I simply was just exhausted from my regular work, and then feeling like I had an obligation to do my best to make other people happy. And I messaged my girlfriend. Oh God. How do I ban these people? Hold on. Banned. Okay, good. And banned. Okay, good. Okay. Sorry. What was I saying? Yes, I messaged my girlfriend about this earlier today, actually, when I had my come to Jesus moment, where I told myself just that, basically. I was like, hey, you know what? I am putting too much pressure on myself to try and be this thing that I possibly can't be. And it's because of X, Y, and Z. And they said, I'm glad, because I could tell that you were starting to not like streaming as much as you wanted to. And that was very eye-opening for me, because that's exactly right. I was getting to a point where I was starting to get frustrated with myself, because I was like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And it was naturalizing in that form of, I didn't like streaming. But it was being able to realize that I was like, you know what? I have to accept it, you know? I have to accept that I can't be that person. As much as it angers me that I can't be that person. As much as I hate that I can't be that person. I just can't be. And that's okay. Absolutely. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to continue to... I will never, ever, ever let anybody go without knowing their worth. Because to me, when I learned my own worth and still remind myself every day of my own worth, it is very sobering and very relieving. I love people so much. It's indescribable. And I will make every effort to let people know that. Because they are important. I kind of lost where I was going with that. But the one thing I can say is that I had an epiphany that I can't be the ultimate savior of everybody. But I will never ever stop being that someone who will offer the best in someone else. Thank you, Belle. I really appreciate that. You as well. You as well. I honestly prefer these kinds of things. More personable. I still love my persona, absolutely. I love being Subaka. But I like this as well, you know? Not really caring who is here, but caring about the people that are here. Being open. I am a sucker for being open. Like I said, I love people. I actually have a personal project I want to eventually indulge in. I want to sit down with the people I care about, and I just want them to tell their story. Because day in and day out, I have found that no single piece of fictional media can ever, to me, can ever compare to the story of someone's life. I don't know if you guys know, if there's any Doctor Who watchers in here, but there's a line he says, a quote that they say. I think it was David Tennant's Doctor. No, or maybe it was Capaldi's Doctor. I forget. But they say that they never met a person in all of history who didn't matter. Something along those lines. And that is so true to me. Because that's the truth. Actually, I have a game in my back pocket for a more intimate talkie stream yourself as well. Yeah, absolutely. I love learning about people. It's my favorite thing. It's funny because there are moments where I'm like, I just want to ask, like, so like, what was it like when you grew up? I want to know, like, what was something that you really struggled with growing up? I have so many questions about that are a little too intimate to just ask right off the bat. But God, do I want to know? Everybody I've met has always been so compelling, so interesting. The struggle that people have gone through cannot be ever quieted. People, humanity go through so much, too much to just be quiet about it. This project that I'm talking about, where I go around asking people to tell me about their lives, I actually, I'm not the first to do something like that. There's actually a library where you can go and basically rent or lend a person, and they'll just tell you their story. And I found that so fascinating to be able to just learn and talk and be in the presence of somebody who's so willing, so open, so comfortable with sharing their life in so few words is just beautiful. How could it not be? Game is a puzzle game based off of Resident Evil 4's inventory menu. Interesting. You'll have to tell me about it a little bit more, if you don't mind. But for now, I need to hide. Ooh, excuse me. I just finished my B-box. I wanted to see who was in here real quick. Okay. Yeah, so as open as a book. Heck yeah, no problem. Yeah. Yeah. I did want to say, Belle, I love tuning into your streams. It's always something, you know? It's always fun. It's always engaging. I don't know if anyone has ever noticed, but I love talking. So I'm able to talk so much now. Oh, we have ads. Well, we'll come back when the ads finish. Go ahead and just, yes, there it is. Okay. I guess we should dig. I'm just gonna go straight through. I should probably just cut my losses and leave this area. It's not a very good area to be in overall. Oh, that's water. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, daytime. Perfect. Dead. Perfect. All right. Okay, cool. I'm going to... I think I should probably leave this area someplace a little bit better. Oh, hello. What do you have? Nothing I want. Okay. Well, adios. Okay, I'm just going to build a boat and I'm going to get out of here because this area sucks. Okay, I'm going to... Whoop, back. Yes, hi. I am going to leave this area because this place sucks. As much as I want to explore the underground, I hate this place and I want to leave. So I'm out of here. I'm going to kill some animals. I think there's some sheep nearby. Yes, there's some sheep nearby. I think I have enough. Yes, I have enough iron for shears. I'm going to shear them and I'm going to get the fuck out. Because there is not enough money in the world that can keep me here, and I hate it here. There we are. Hello, sheep. Take that. How much? One? Fuck, okay. I have to shave a couple of these bastards. Alright. That's it? Okay. Well, some more sheep that way. Gonna build a boat, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. There we go. To build a few things. And then a bed. Perfect. Okay. God, let's get the fuck out of here. Try to say something about my stream. Oh, yes. Yes. Where was I? Your stream is very engaging. They're fun. I love seeing them. Especially the fact that you do crowd control stuff. I eventually would like to do something like that. I just haven't like got the courage to do it. So the fact that you've done it is very impressive, but I love seeing you online and I love going through and joining because it's just fun. I wish I had more time. God, I wish I had more time in the world. Because I would just sit and watch everybody stream. Alright, we're going to get out of here. Let's leave this area. But yeah, I can tell the, like, effort you have on your stream. And it's admirable. I don't know how else to say it, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, hello! Golly, I'm... What's the word? Beyond appreciative that all of you guys are here. I really am. I know we've kind of met vicariously, and I've already said it, and I will say it again every single time. I am so glad for your guys' support, and I am beyond happy that you guys are spending your time on Earth to be here with me now. Batmanda, how are you doing? Solidarity, comrade. Yes, so I know there's too many shrublands around here. I need to get out of shrublands. Yes, so hello, Batmanda. I am assuming you have a preferred way to be called. Please let me know how you prefer to be addressed, and I will make sure to address you in that form from here on. But this is a very chill, very lax stream where we're just going to be. I know I have a personality when I'm on, quote unquote on, as codenamed Subaka. But today we're just kind of gonna keep it chill. I'm not gonna be on, and that's fine. Neither do any of you guys. But I still appreciate all of your guys' time. Is that a fucking cherry blossom? The fuck is that? Oh my god, there is the smallest cherry grove right there. That's crazy. Let me get over there. What was I saying? I'm so sorry. I am tipsy. I've been drinking a little bit, but yes, so this is a very chill, very lax stream. I'm not going to be so on, and by extension, you guys don't have to be on either. Yes, let me know how you prefer to be addressed, Batmanda. Shit. So I can make sure that I refer to you correctly. And yeah. All the little minute day. I always hope to entertain people and try to improve a little by little each stream. And you do. She, her, thank you. Absolutely. Thank you very much. It is very hard to dictate gender identity through a name. Whoa. What is this? Oh my god. Do you guys see this? Holy shit. This is home now. It sucks that it's in shrubland, but fuck, this place is nice. She, her, absolutely. I'm curious what mod pack is this. So, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it, but a couple weeks back, yes, that is some Avatar shit. QB and Nox and I had a collab stream. I think there was 2 of them specifically that we did. But this is that very same mod pack that we did for those streams. So it has like immersive engineering. I'm gonna turn down the music because it's kind of it's kind of loud. Immersive engineering has a couple other ones, but this shader in particular, I can actually show you guys real quick. Resource pack. The shader is, hold on. Video shader, Prismarine shader version 5.0. But the resource packs is the Alacrity mod resources. There's a couple others in here, some that I've selected personally and a few that everybody else has selected. Wow, this is beautiful. I'm going to stay here forever. Where was I? Shit, what was I saying? Belle, yes, your streams are fantastic. They're fun, they're engaging, they're just a good time. Whenever I see you online, I kick myself that I'm not able to sit in and watch it in its entirety. Because, yeah, there's fun. I love being around all of you. You, Ryu, QB, Angel, Opie, Nox. Now, Amanda, I know you missed it. Ryu, I missed it as well. But I was talking about how much all of you had a positive impact on my life. And part of that comes from just being in chat with y'all. Yeah. There's a whole like 30-40ish minutes of other stuff that I said. You guys can ask Belle about it. But long and short, I love people. I love learning about people. I love talking to people. Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of it. I don't really know what else to add to that. I know there's a lot to add. Don't hate me. But I have been drinking a little bit. Some, like I said, 11.1% alcohol by volume. Beatbox, specifically the juicy mango. I had a green apple. Whoops, I had a green apple earlier. So I'm a little in and out. But I'm going to say this. I am still 100% conscious. I am still 100% capable of my facilities. Anything I say right now is because I have the drink to be brave enough to say it. So anything I do say now is 100% earnest, 100% I'm supposed to say it, and 100% I mean it every single time. Sarah, literally about to make me cry. Belle, cry. I talked about it in another one of my streams. I think I was streaming Spiritfarer, which is a fantastic game. I was talking with QB, Angel, I forget who else was there, but I was letting them know how special it is to feel. And I mean that so earnestly. Every single emotion you have, happiness, sadness, every single emotion you're capable of is a privilege to have. So feel it. That's right, you were there for those streams. I'm so sorry. I'm so happy that you were there for them. But that rings true. Every feeling that you are capable of, feel them in earnest. Feel them with all of your being. No matter how much that feeling can hurt. Feel it. We are incredibly lucky to be able to feel in this capacity. Do not let it go to waste. Do not be afraid to say, this is how I feel. Because that is proof of our existence. Don't ever forget that. It's a serotonin feedback loop. You happy makes me glad to be supporting the baby streamers. I know I've told QB, and I've told Angel, and I've told pretty much everybody now in this stream. I am beyond stoked of the position I am in now. I remember when so you say I'm a baby streamer. I was streaming pretty regularly like 5 years ago. I stopped for a number of reasons. One of those, okay. All right. Sorry, it's just it's just hilarious. I started streaming like 5 years ago. And needless to say, I stopped for a number of reasons. And I never thought I would pick it back up. And it's honestly thanks to all of you that I decided to pick it back up. QB, Angel, I'm not gonna lie, they were the biggest benefactors to that. But the community that was within, you know, especially coming in as somebody who is late to the party, essentially. It was scary at first, I'm not gonna lie. Because, you know, I'm some guy online, right? Who just shows up and basically asks to be there in presence of all you guys, right? And to be allowed in is to be allowed in is it's almost I almost can't have the words for it because I know what it's like to be in a group, and I also know what it's like to be outside of the group, and I know what it's like to integrate into a group and to have it feel so natural is just it's everything, you know? I mean, this all started as a project for me, but I have just loved connecting with all of you and being able to have that. This feels good for me, and I feel so honored to know all of you. That is exactly how I feel. I remember I remember when I was in high school learning about streaming. I remember when I was in university learning about streaming. And I remember when I first started streaming. It all seemed so far away to be able to do that in a capacity that felt like it mattered. And to be here now, and it's not even that it feels like it matters. It just, how can I not believe that it matters? You know, like this all goes back to the same idea that I love people, and to be able to meet them as they are and to be met as I am, it's like nothing else. And how can I not? And I know it might sound weird, but how can I not fall in love with all of you? You know, everybody I've met has been so open, so willing, and it's so sorry. Sorry. Um, sorry. Um, sorry. Um, um, how can I not fall in love with all of you guys? You know? How? When all of you have been nothing but welcoming, nothing but understanding, nothing but genuine, nothing but anything else but yourself. How can I not have fallen in love with that? It's, it always has been, I think, what I've always wanted. I have friends outside of this, right? I have very good friends, people who I legitimately believe are ride or die. I have someone who I consider my best friend. I have somebody who I have in mind to be my best man when I marry my girlfriend. But there's something about this, us, that I am so happy that I had the chance to see. And so, thank you, all of you, every single one of you, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Really. I know it's weird to cut it right here, but okay, now hold on. Before you go any further, did we not just confirm that at least two of us here are in the same time zone? Right? I obviously, you threatened to touch me. Well, Manda, how about this? You know? Flip it back on him. You know? Now you're gonna touch them. 3:40 a.m. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're not in the same time zone, you and me, Batmanda. Absolutely not. Ow. Ah. These bison are pissing me off. I'm gonna try and kill them. Hold on. They're making me mad. Okay. You know what? This is an uphill battle. Ooh-wee. I'm married to Show. Show? I'm sorry. I don't know who Show is. It's 3:40 a.m. for me as well. Wait, what the fuck? Who has the same time zone as me? Literally, somebody said we have the same time zone. Oh, it was Ryu, wasn't it? My fault. My fault. I guess I'm the odd man out in this situation. It's 12:41 for us. Yes, thank you, Ryu. Thank you. Is that a spider? What do you want, bitch? Fuck off. Anyway, where was I? I didn't think you actually would. Just funny. Shout out. Alright, let me cut down this cherry blossom because that lame ass loser never shows up to watch streams. Whose show? I'm so confused. Don't leave me in the dark here. Ooh, lol. Belle, I am as confused as you are right now, my friend. I have no idea what's going on here. Let me pop this down. I think this will at least let me offload some stuff. Fuck you. Okay. This can actually go in the trash. Simon's friend's show, we play Magic together. Oh, wait a second. Wait, hold the fucking phone. Amanda, do you play Magic? Hold the fucking... Everybody shut the fuck up. Amanda, you play Magic. With Cybane and show, whoever the show is. Okay. So, when are we all gonna play Magic the Gathering? That's my question here. Pause the fucking stream. That's how I know Cybane. Okay, everybody shut the fuck up. Alright? All that sappy, oh, you guys are great thing, throw it out the fucking window. When are we playing Magic? Full stop, when are we playing Magic? Every week? Without me? Sorry, I need to stay quiet because my girlfriend's sleeping, but without... Shit. Okay. Full pause. Full fucking pause. I gotta take a fucking piss, alright? Everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody stay quiet, alright? I'll be back. Fucking goddamn be right back screen. Hold on. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. Where was I? Man, everybody's in the same fucking time zones except me. Some old bullshit. Okay, I need to sort this fucking shit out. Hold on. Well, diorite, don't need that. Andesite, don't need that. Egg, whatever, who cares? Furnace. This I need to place. There. Okay. Where was I? What were we talking about? Hold on. What were what were we talking about? I'm sobering up. That's good. But what were we talking about? Where am I? Throw this away. Okay. I need Okay. Okay. Calm down. I'm gonna die. Shit. Shit. I'm dead. Alright, we're good. Jesus. I need some food. Oh, okay. Now that the bees are gone. I feel you being in different time zones. I can't join streams with people after work. That's what Ryu. That's exactly it. I feel so bad because like I want to join on the collab streams, but I feel like I can't because of my work schedule or my day schedule. But I know it's not a real issue, you know? Like I know nobody's like, when is Codename gonna join us on the fucking collab stream? But I like being around y'all. Like, can you fucking blame me? Amanda gifted tier 1 sub. What? Wait a whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody, stop the fucking presses. You didn't. Golly. Thank you. I appreciate. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. I don't. I'm just some guy. This fucking fly staring right at me. It's kind of pissing me off. Oh my god. I thank you so much. I cannot possibly, in so few words, express the appreciation I have for that. And thank you so much for gifting the sub. You're amazing. What I can do is... What can I do? Fuck. This is just shit. That's everything. I appreciate that. I'm sure Belle appreciates that as well. You know what? Let me give a shout out. That's what I can do. That's what I can fucking do. There we go. Finally, some actual food. Thank you so much. I'm pretty sure I follow you. Hold on. Now I do. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no, I am beyond capable or incapable of expressing how grateful I am for that. Thank you so much. Started streaming Warframe again? Absolutely. Next time you're on, I will do my best to come and watch. Obviously, as you know, time zones are a little odd, but I'm going to do my best. I always try and keep my streaks up. I don't know how much we've interacted outside of this particular stream, but I am a kind of way, and I hope that's okay. All right, let's see. What am I doing? What am I actually doing right now? Right. I wanted to make this my base. I'm playing Sea of Thieves tomorrow, so you guys play that. Actually, funny you mentioned that. QB, me, Angel, and one other person. We actually did do a collab stream of Sea of Thieves. I've been wanting to get back into Sea of Thieves because, whoa, what the fuck is that down there? So I've purchased Sea of Thieves twice, inadvertently. Oh, this is where I wanted to make my base. Inadvertently, because oh fuck yeah, I do. Shout out. Actually, I do not stream on weekends. Community Weekend Season 18 is this weekend. Community? Like the show? That's a lot of seasons. Yeah, I don't stream on weekends. I'm not going to say I have a life, but I have a partner that I've been with for 10 plus years. This will be year 11. Oh, Sea of Thieves Season 18. Okay, that makes sense. I have a partner that I've been with, a girlfriend that I've been with for this year will make 11 years. And if there's one thing I will absolutely never ever compromise is my time with them. So my weekends are for her. Long and short of it. I only stream on the weekends because I'm off. Fuck. Well, I'll be able to watch you. That's good. Unfortunately, I don't know if we'll ever... I don't know. Well, that's assuming you'd even be interested. Collabing will be difficult in that sense. But like I said, I mean, if that was never a option or a goal, then that's totally fine. I'm just some guy. That's so valid. That's why I go to Magic once a week with the husband. Yeah, 100%. I keep weekends for her. Sometimes I do have weekends with some of my other IRL friends for Magic, or I'm actually starting up a board games night with my brother and my sister. Which does kind of go against a little bit of Magic Night, but that's no problem. I mean, the Magic Night is usually with my brother, so it's literally just a transference of board game to Magic the Gathering, which is fun. Just kind of fucking around. What was I doing? Shit. I feel like the stream was at one point so much more together than it was now. Alright, morning. Okay. I'm so lost. I'm so sorry. I just want to talk with you guys. Is that okay? Can I just do that? You know what? I'm not going to ask for permission. We're just going to do that. I'm just going to sit here because I was telling Belle earlier I want to learn Magic, but I don't know when it Ryu, shut the fuck up. Okay? You're going to learn right now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off so strong. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come off so strong. Yes, Magic Arena is a thing. We're going to have a crash course right now. All right? Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Ryu, you gotta tell me if you're mad at me for saying shut the fuck up. I didn't mean it. Hope you know I didn't mean it. Okay, so whoops. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay. Ryu, we're gonna have a very quick crash course situation here. Okay. So this game that I'm streaming right now is called Tabletop Simulator. It is a fantastic game used to essentially simulate real life board games. It's Steam, so of course there's a workshop and there's loads of tools for a bunch of different board games. This one here is specifically for Magic the Gathering. Very simple. When you're here, you're going to go over. So I am a player. I'm going to change colors to white. So I'm white. This is my play area. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import a deck, right? So to do that, I'm just going to go over here and press this. And there's a few different ways to get decks. I'm just going to get a precon real quick that I personally own. Miss Bumbleflower. Here it is. Okay. So now that I have this together, I can go ahead. I'm just going to press enter. I'm going to submit. And right here on my deck space, it's going to create everything I need. Right here is my commander. This is my entire deck. And these are my tokens. Tokens we'll go ahead and explain in a second. So the deck is going to go ahead into the deck spot. My commander, I forget what this is, but my commander is going to go ahead and go into some arbitrary space. Omg Bumbleflower. Yes, I own a physical Bumbleflower. I am currently working on doing a I'm currently working on making a bunch of proxies for the deck themed after Chikawa because my girlfriend got me a Chikawa playmat. So, the commander format revolves around one specific card, a legendary creature of some kind, right? 100 card deck, yep, exactly. Singleton means you can only have one card of the same name, exactly. So, in this case, for me, this card here, Miss Bumbleflower, is my commander. She's a legendary creature, Rabbit Citizen. Vigilance, which is a card type, which we'll explain in a second. And it reads, whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Put +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, you draw 2 cards, right? So that's fine. We're going to go ahead and put that over here. Whenever we start, we begin with a hand of 7 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 7 cards. I'm going to look at my hand. This is not great. I'm going to go ahead and I think there's a button here somewhere. Mulligan. There we are. Okay, this looks a little bit better. So right here, we have a couple different cards that I want to address. We have what's called a land card. There are basic and non-basic lands. This is a basic land. Plains. This is a non-basic land. Usually, you know, because it just says land. And then over here, we have a creature. and instant. There are things called permanents. Permanents are cards that once they're played, they remain on the field. Non-permanents are cards that once they finish resolving, they are removed from the field and are put into the graveyard. So for example, an instant or sorcery card is a non-permanent. A land, creature, artifact, enchantment, or token are permanents. So when we start to play, usually there's about 3 other people. We have what's called a free mulligan, which means that you can go ahead and reshuffle your deck and pull out another 7 cards. From there, you can decide, hey, do I want to keep this hand? If so, fantastic. If not, you mulligan again. The first mulligan is free. Every mulligan after, you lose a card. So you would choose a specific card, you would go ahead and then put it onto the bottom of your deck. So this is a perfectly good starting hand. I'm going to go ahead and begin my turn. We have a couple phases. We have the untap phase, which I don't have anything on the board, so we just don't do anything. Upkeep, same thing, nothing on board, so we don't do anything. And draw. I'm going to go ahead and draw 1 card. So in a turn, you have a couple things you can do. You have a land play, which means that you can take any of these lands and put it onto the battlefield under your control to use. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this one. And as you can read it, actually, we're going to turn to the draw and mulligan rule. Ooh, I would love to learn. But here it says, Temple of Enlightenment enters tapped. When it enters, I scry 1. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put that on the field. And it enters tapped, which means it enters like this. But it also means I scry 1. Scrying means that I can look at the top of my card, the top of my deck, and either choose to keep it there or put it down at the bottom. Instead of using mulligan, everyone draws 10 and puts a 3 bottom of the deck. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one. So right here, scry. I'm going to left click to scry 1. Farseek. So on the top right of the card, you're going to see a number and a symbol. That number delineates a non-color value, and the symbol delineates a colored value. Now, that color can only be paid by that colored mana, which you produce from your lands. The non-color value, you can use any color to pay for it. So this is fine as is. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it at the top of my library. So that's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn. Obviously, there's no one here, so it's going to come back to me. I'm going to go ahead and untap, upkeep, no upkeep triggers, and I'm going to draw 1. So, knowing that I have this here, which either taps for a white or a blue color mana, this guy needs a green mana. So I do have here a Flooded Grove, which is a little bit strange. It normally taps for colorless mana, but if I put in a blue or green mana and tap it, I can instead add 2 green, a green and blue, or a blue and blue, which would be perfect for this Farseek, because the Farseek, as it says, search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. This lets me find other lands and put them onto my battlefield. That's what we call ramping, because we need this mana, this resource, to be able to play our commander, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to look at my lands, make sure I don't have anything else that would be preferable to play. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Flooded Grove, put it onto the battlefield. I'm going to go ahead and, using this for a blue, I'm going to tap and tap. I now have a green and some other arbitrary color. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast Farseek. Search your library for plains, island, swamp, or mountain. In this case, I only need a island, forest, or plains. So any of those, I can search all of it. It's going to take a sec. Let's see here. Search. I'm just going to go ahead and put, let's say I have blue, white, and green. I need, let's say forest. I'm going to go ahead and grab one, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and that will resolve the card. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this in my graveyard, and this I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Put it back, and there we go. So now I'm tapped out. I don't have any mana. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to pass my turn. Just going to go around, back to me. I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. An island. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to put down an island. Now, Miss Bumbleflower herself is one colorless, a green, white, and a green, white, and blue. So I luckily have all of those colors. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tap all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. To summon Miss Bumbleflower for her cost. Now, obviously, that's kind of all I can do. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. Nobody's here, nobody's here, nobody's here. It's going to come back to me. I'm going to untap, upkeep, and I'm going to draw. Evolving Wilds. I'm going to go ahead and put down a plains. Just so I can have more lands. More lands means more resources, means you can do more things. Let's see here. The next thing I would put down would probably be Lorna the Third Path. So I need a white and 2 colorless mana. I'm going to go ahead and tap that. And 2 of any other color for 3 to cast Lorna of the Third Path. When she enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. So I'm going to destroy something on the board that's not mine. I'm going to move from there. And then I can tap her and target opponent. You and target opponent each draw a card. Now, I can't activate that immediately. Oh, yeah. Good night, Belle. It's probably getting too involved, honestly. I think it'll be better to show you in real time than it is to do it here because it's easier to have multiple people all at once. And also, I'm also a little bit tired. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to table this conversation, Ryu. And we'll revisit it later. So, whoa. Let me remove this. And the chair, actually. Okay. So, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Thank you for indulging me while I kind of shittily explained how to play Magic the Gathering while you guys watch me flail around on Minecraft. And let me just kind of talk. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you. I hope that I can continue talking with all of you after this. I hope you guys don't think lesser of me. I don't see why, but if you do, that's life. But when you have the chance, thank yourself. Thank yourself for making it here. I'm kind of learned Magic, so that was interesting. Homie, I forgot. I didn't forget that you were here. I knew you were here the whole time. I'm sure you're busy, but thank you for being here. Yeah, when you have the chance, I want you guys to thank yourselves for being here. Not just here in this chat, of course, but being alive. It has been an absolute privilege to know all of you guys, to talk with all of you guys, and to exist alongside all of you guys. And I'm using guys in the gender neutral term. I'm going to, you know what? For the women and men that have come through here. Fucking ad break. Hold on. Let me fucking snooze that shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, snooze that fucking shit. I am forgettable. Homie, shut the fuck up. All right? You're not forgettable. I didn't actually forget that you were here. All right? Look me in the eye. I didn't actually forget that you were here. You were just silent. But I knew you were here the whole time. Thank myself for letting me drive home safely. Yes, that absolutely. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because it is incriminating. I'm a cheeseburger, Tsubaka. Homie. How do I say this? You're important to more people than just myself. And I want you to think about that for a second. And I know you know what I mean. Let that sink in. I hope that sinks in, and I hope I know what you're. I hope you know what I'm saying. And the only reason I'm bringing it up, despite everything, is because you and I both know that you are not forgettable. Thank you for being a part of the stream. Not just Homie, but everybody else here. Thank you for streaming. Keep me company while I get fucked in foul. I'm gonna allow that. No, like I said, automod is a thing, and we all just live here with it. But yeah, no, every single person who's I'm gonna directly say everybody's names. Arcturus, holy shit, Arcturus, how are you? It has been a minute and a fucking half. Homie, we'll talk later. But let's just say that I know for a fact, for a goddamn fact, you are not just a cheeseburger. Ryu, it has always been a pleasure. I am ever so thankful that you give me the time of day, for giving this new fresh boy a chance. Thank you to everybody who, for obvious reasons, had to step away. It is late. It's 1:16 where I am. And thank you for everybody who couldn't be here tonight, because they're just as important. I don't stream on weekends, so I won't be seeing any of you guys for a minute. And next time you guys see me, it will likely be me being funny, goofy, codename, funny, haha, flirty Subaka. And that is still a real part of me, because I love fun. But, you know, we'll always have a moment like this where we just talk and we just exist and we just accept each other as we are. You guys do have some amazing communities. I mean, I just live within these communities. I don't really know if I could if I have one. But I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Have a good night. I love you all. And don't forget to love yourself. Goodbye.